Hey, young girl, we are back with a new episode this week. I want to start by thanking everybody who has been watching, listening, sharing, commenting on YouTube, Apple Music, Instagram, or Spotify. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, today I wanted to talk about, well, actually, just give a few tips on uh, customer service. Last week I talked about giving your time, resources, and your money to businesses that appreciate it and respect you. So I have worked in lots of different customer service type of jobs, and I just want to give a few tips that I have learned along the way. Okay, so the first one is phone etiquette. When you are working in a type of receptionist job, where you are answering phones or you're like greeting people or hostessing, anything like that, you want to start by saying either good morning, good afternoon, good evening, thank you for calling such and such a place, or welcome into such and such a place. And your name is whatever. How can I help you? So, an example would be if it was me answering the telephone at a business, um, thank you for calling, say FedEx. My name is Candy. How can I help you? Okay. And that is a great general, introduction. Welcome them in. Thanks for calling. Who you are. How can you help them? Simple. Also, you need to take care of the person that is in front of you over the person that is on the phone. So if you are on the phone with a client and a person walks up in front of you, it is rude to continue to stay on the phone while you have this person, this customer, a paying customer in front of you. So you should say, tell the person that you have on the phone call, unless it's an emergency, please hold for a moment and you take care of the customer that is in front of you. Also, if you are in as a waitress or waiter and you're working in a restaurant, you want to always greet the person with a smile, who you are, and ask them, do they want any drinks or appetizers, and let them know what your specials are for the day. Okay, you got to always, try to think ahead what your customer could want. You always want to greet someone with a smile, letting them know who you are. You will be taking care of them. Make sure they call you if they need anything. Always want to be kind, welcoming, and that you are grateful to have them as a customer, especially if you're trying to make a tip. um, you know, a lot of times I feel like people get very comfortable on these jobs. You will feel like you've been working there this long period of time and you have some kind of seniority, or they should be indebted to you because you've been there so long, but it still doesn't replace customer service. You are just an employee there, so you need to always bring your best foot forward when you're working on these jobs. Okay. um Also, you need to be in close proximity of, say for instance, if you're a waitress again, of your tables. If you're really, even if you're really busy, you need to still try to keep an eye on your table. A good indication that the people that are you're waiting on need something, they can start looking around for you. So you can always kind of just take a look to see if they are ready to be, they've been looking at their menu. Give it a few minutes, go back and check on them. After you bring the drinks, if they're not ready yet, give it a few minutes, go back and check on them. You don't want to always just leave the people lingering. They can get frustrated. They already coming there because they hungry. So you want to try to, be on top of your tables and don't have your customers waiting for a long period of time. Don't forget that you are working there to get paid. Be grateful. A lot of people don't have jobs. And just remember when you were looking for that job and how excited and grateful you were to be employed there. Don't start getting accustomed to getting that paycheck, and now you're comfortable and you're starting to slack off on your work and your performance. You always try to bring your best foot forward when you are on these people jobs. All right. Um, let's see another good one. Make sure you are presentable, when you're working at a facility. Keep your hair combed and intact. Wash your face. Don't try to bring your personal problems that you had at home to the job. Always remember you are at work, you are in a place of business. If somebody asks you, uh, where something is, if you're working in a job where you stock, or you're working in a place where y'all sell items, even if you don't know, you don't say I don't know. You say, I'm not sure. This is another, way to handle it. Even if you don't know, I'm not sure, but let me try to find out for you. That'll be a good answer to that. You're not just blowing the person off. You're going to try to get somebody that could assist them with that, okay? Or get the person from that department to come and help them, or overhead page, or anything like that. Don't just leave the customer hanging. Maybe it isn't your job, but you say, oh, okay, maybe I'm not sure about that right now, but let me go and find out for you. You never want to tell somebody, oh, I don't know. That's just not a good response, to that. All right. Always try to, even if you're not feeling good that day, try to always get in the mindset, even if you need to go and take a little break or anything like that. And be mindful of the time frame that you're on your breaks. Be respectable of these people time. They are paying you to be there. Don't take these long breaks, and be mindful of your coworkers. They need to go on breaks too. So the longer you have the people waiting, not showing up on time, things like that, you are stopping somebody else from going on their break. Okay, be mindful of that. And try to get a habit of, you are treating, the job holistically, meaning the whole thing. It's easy to say, oh, I don't do that. I'll pass it off to the next person, and you leave this employee, this customer, you know, not feeling valued or not respected, and they may go somewhere else. Even if you aren't the owner of the business, you are getting paid because these people are coming there and spending their money. So just be mindful of that when maybe have an attitude if you're checking them out, or you get short with them, or you rolling your eyes, or you acting like you don't want to be there that day. Just always be mindful. If they aren't coming in there to spend their money, then you may not have a job. All right. Also, try to limit the time on your cell phones. Most jobs don't allow you to be on your cell phone, but imagine if you're coming into a place and you're trying to get served and you're on your cell phone. Even if you see the person coming, tell your person on the phone, hold on, I'm gonna call you back. Put the phone up and take care of the customer that's in front of you. Make sure you're giving eye contact. Ask them what they need. Try your best to solve whatever issue they have, or get them where they need to go to get what they need done. Help them find it or whatever. If you find you going into an area and it's not clean, if you can't get the janitor or the person that's in charge of cleaning up the area, it is your working space as well. Don't just leave it, dirty. It'll take you only a few minutes to clean up that area, and make, the person that's coming in will appreciate that. Don't just let it be there. Oh, well, that ain't my job. I'm not worrying about that. Let the person that do that do that. Okay, you all are working together as a team. If that person isn't available right now, you should be able to step in and assist that person, with what they need for that temporary basis. It's not your job, but you work there also, and you would like the customer to continue to come back. So if you see something in the area that's slacking and you are able to do it, I'm not saying do something that's not in your scope of practice, or you aren't educated on what that skill is, you know, tell that person, I apologize for this. Let me go find somebody that can take care of this. I'm actually not well versed, or not, you know, I don't know. You try not to say you don't know, you know, I'm really not sure about that right now, but let me find the person that can take care of it, so they can, you know, get it done the absolute best. Okay, they'll be the better person to take care of that. All right. And make sure you follow up. You know, don't just leave people on hold. Even if the person that's not that they need to speak with, get back on the phone. You know, ask maybe if you can take a message, take their information down, and have them call you back. You don't want to just leave them on hold. You know, like that, like they're not of value. Okay, and that you're not appreciating these people's business. Okay, because the more they come to your business, the more you can continue to keep your job. All right. Those are just a few tips working in customer service. I hope they were helpful, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.